Top of the morning, party people. This is AZ Handy Harry. Hello everybody, this is AZ Handy Harry, and today what we have is a minor block repair on a home. What had happened was the customer had some type of plumbing issue, and the contractor came out and fixed the problem, but they were overcharging her for the repair of the block, and she just so happened to see my truck parked down the street on another job, and she asked if I can come by, take a look at it and see if I could help her out. So that's what we got going on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean the edges. Now, typically what you would do in a normal repair is you would cut around the full blocks, and that way you're replacing full blocks. But the customer, she was an elderly woman. She couldn't afford, a proper repair, and she needed help. So this is one of those instances where you do the best you can with what you got. So on her budget, we got her taken care of. And so what we're doing is we're going to clean the edges of all the block, of all the brick. And then once we get all the edges cleaned and looking good, then we're going to go ahead and get our measurements and get the blocks cut and get it mortared in and just get to getting it. Now, another issue with this whole situation is she already has the block on site. Now, as you can see, we got everything cleaned up. It's all looking good, so we're going to go ahead and get our measurements. But as I was saying, she already has the block on site, but the problem is it's not the exact same block as she has on the house. So, and again, she couldn't afford to get new stuff, so she had to use what she had. So, the end result is everything doesn't match up perfectly, but again, this is one of those situations where you're helping somebody out and you're doing the best that you can with what you got. So, here we are. We're going to go ahead and get these blocks cut. So as I'm cutting these, we'll go ahead and get some of that super awesome Harrywood Presents background music going. Now, as you can see, we're even using different styles of block because, again, just using what we have on site because that's what she has. And that's all she could afford. So I'm just taking the materials that she has and I'm just doing the best that I can on her budget. Because at the end of the day, to me, all that matters is that you're helping people out. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces cut, and I went ahead and I got them all fit in to make sure everything's going to fit and set nicely, and we're ready to mortar. But first, we got to clean it all up. So we're going to go ahead, vacuum everything out so there's no dust and debris in there. And as you can see, I also wrapped all the piping and plumbing, all that ABS. I got it all wrapped up with some paper, and that way everything is protected. So now we got our mortar mixed up. We'll slap that on good and thick and get to laying these bricks. Now, you'll notice that as I'm applying the mortar and the bricks that I have my sponge in a bucket of water. You can't see it, it's not in the shot. But you'll notice that I have my sponge and I'm wiping everything down. So I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible since the bricks are not matching up. And then as you can see, I had to cut the block going around the clean out in two pieces because it wasn't fitting in just one piece. So, and the location where it was sitting, I couldn't carve out half of one, half of another, and unfortunately I had to just cut the block in two pieces and put it in. So just use extra mortar behind it, top and bottom, just make sure it all fits nicely and snug. There I am, smoothing everything out, creating a mortar line with my finger, with my multi-tool. Alright, so we'll get this wrapped up. My battery died in my camera, so we go from almost finished to boom, to finished. So now everything's finished, we got everything installed, everything's dried, everything's looking as good as it can. And so now, fortunately, the customer had this super high quality paint on site, very thick exterior paint. So I only needed to do a single coat, one-time pass. I just roll it on really thick, and then once I get everything rolled, then I grab my paintbrush and get everything cut in and just apply a really good thick coat so everything looks nice, get all the nooks and crannies, and then everything's good to go. Alright, and we're about finished with this, wrapping this up. Everything looks good, as good as it can. Once in a while, a job doesn't come out perfect. It's you do the best that you can to help a person out, in a situation. So that's what we got going on here. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And don't forget, be happy, be healthy, be good to yourselves, but more importantly, be good to each other. This is AZ Handy Harry signing out. Y'all have a blessed day.